The last time we talked about how sin separates. And I don't want to leave things there. That's not the end of things. Sin does separate us. But the thing is that we need to know that in our own power, in our own ability, there's no way to fix that. There's no way that we can bridge the gap to get back to God. The truth is that if we try to do it on our own, we're not going to make it. We can do as many good deeds or as many, natural ability, kindness acts and serve and be big in our community. But no matter what we do, there's no way we can do enough to fix the fact that we have fallen short of perfection, fallen short of God. And so that leaves us in a funny place. And without any hope of salvation in ourselves, a lot of us want to self-help ourselves. We want to get better before we ever come to God. We want to come to God on our own 2 feet. We want to be a self-made person, and that's just not how it works. To be honest, we have to come humbly. We have to realize that it was through Jesus' blood that was shed, that he died on the cross for us so that we could be free of guilt. The weight, the penalty, the guilt, and everything were paid in his sacrifice. He became the sacrificial lamb. He took our place. Someone had to pay the penalty of the murder we had done in our hearts, and the adultery we had done in our hearts, and all of the bad things we had done in our hearts that Jesus said were the same as doing those things. So what does God do? God doesn't just leave us to ourselves. He actually sends his own son. And Jesus, his son, was born of a Virgin Mary, walked on the earth for 30-some years, did 3 years of ministry where he was amazing, and was persecuted because people didn't want him to be God or like God. People didn't want him to be who he was. And he was put on the cross, and he died. He died gladly. The truth is about the cross that Jesus could have come off that cross anytime he wanted to. Jesus had the ability and the power. The angels in heaven could have done it. It was his own restraint, his own love for us that caused him to choose to finish the work. And by shedding his blood on the cross and dying, he took to hell all of our penalty, all of our guilt, all of our debt, all of our sin debt. And he, in essence, with that cross, bridged the gap that we could not go across. And now human beings and God can be connected again. That's all through Jesus Christ and the cross. We now can be intimate with him. And he doesn't leave us there. He seals us for the day of redemption with his Holy Spirit in our hearts. He has taken hell. He has taken the penalty. John 3:16, which you've heard many, many times, says that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever should believe in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. That God didn't send Jesus to judge the world or condemn it, but so that through him, that we could all come to the Father again. We could know him. We could be saved. And so that's good news. Jesus is the bridge. His blood made the way. His cross is everything. And that's good news. But there's more.